Hudson's Bay Company has been one of Canada's favorite brands for over 300 years. Our challenge today is to make the Hudson's Bay Company the Canadian woman's favorite brand this holiday season. Hello, my name is Morgan, this is Ryan, and this is Sheridan. We are Slice Consulting, and today we are going to show you how to create a comprehensive marketing campaign that engages your target audience as well as tells your compelling brand story across all channels and ultimately puts a little bit of the Hudson's Bay into everyone's holiday season.
So before jumping into what our critical issues are today, we first wanted to identify three key questions that we're going to be talking about later on in the presentation. So firstly, one of them being, what is Hudson's Bay core value proposition going to be looking into the future? And what is the core product that Hudson Bay is going to be offering to their target audience? And thirdly, what should Hudson's Bay's marketing message be for this upcoming holiday season? So looking at what the critical issue that we've identified today. So we do know that you want to create this great holiday marketing campaign, and we're totally on board with that. But we also want to create an experience that is going to target your demographic, that is going to have sustainable growth for your company into the future. And so then that goes along with our underlying issues today too, that we want to create this amazing holiday campaign for you that is going to target a demographic along the digital and traditional channels today. And then also what exactly the demographic we are going to be targeting today for your company. So look at some of the strengths of your company. So you have a long history in Canada. You're probably one of the longest brands here. So, and as well you have a bunch of product categories ranging from jewelry, cosmetics, clothing. So we want to be able to show customers the diverse range of products in an exciting way. And looking as well, you have 90 stores in very high traffic areas, so being able to actually target in certain locations to a great demographic that will bring high traffic into your stores. As well, you have a great loyalty program. You have 10 million members, part of the Loyalty Rewards program, so already that's in your base of your demographic that you can be targeting as well. Some of the challenges, however, is that the stocks are decreasing slowly, as well as the profit margins as well. So being able to increase consumer engagement is going to be able to increase that for your sustainable growth as a company. And right now, a little bit of an unclear marketing position as to what exactly the demographic you are targeting. We saw today that you have a little bit of targeting towards a younger one, and then also targeting towards a history, more of an older generation. So today we want to really make it very cohesive for you and really get those consumers engaged. And as well as right now we want to be able to bring more of that experience in store in order to get more of that point of sale in targeting consumers.
So just taking a look at a few key assumptions that we have made moving forward into this case. So first of all is that through your loyalty program, you have that customer relationship management system built in, as well as all of that software integrated for you, so that you can integrate your email campaigns as well as sending direct mail to their houses. Furthermore, you will also have an app developed for the Hudson's Bay Company. Right now your website is optimized through search engine and is mobile friendly. And as well, you have also told us that employee training hours are a very crucial part of the holiday season, and those training hours are actually a separate budget from your marketing budget, and that's the assumption we're going for today. As well as that you're active through Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channels, and that you also are looking to hire seasonal employees for the holiday season.
So some exciting opportunities that we see for your company is that the closure of Sears did happen. So with that being said, the marketplace did take a little bit of a hit, but that's just more of an opportunity for you to jump on that demographic that is losing that opportunity. As well as the updated digital platforms that you have right now, being able to actually channel all those different areas and being able to optimize that is going to be an opportunity. And then also adding in personalization services into your website and app is really going to get customers engaged, and then leading a campaign into getting them engaged into that. We see right now that 85% of women actually buy, purchases are by women in this area. So being able to actually just fully target women is just a great opportunity. Just set that in your demographic, there you go. And then also, you're a very Canadian brand. We really want to push for that in targeting this demographic. Some of the threats, however, is that there are the super centers that offer those groceries and all those buys in one go, but you are a quality service and you will have a quality product, so that makes you different from that. And as well, there are the online competitors that have that price that is hard to match right now, but being able to differentiate yourself from that is going to be more profitable for you in the future.
And then just looking at some of the target market that we're going into. So we looked at the upper class that you identified for us. So just the women working in managerial jobs, they have a high disposable income. They're really looking for quality brands and the good brands, and they do have a great brand awareness, so they are searching for these brands. There's also customers looking for an engaged experience. So they're more of the upper middle range. They are focused on the relationships because they don't have the excess capital to really focus on the brands that they want. They do value quality because they don't have as much to spend all the time, but they do like quality, and they do value a story within the item, and they want their products to mean something. There's also our convenience chasers, however. They're making ends meet. They don't really have enough disposable income, and they don't really have the free time to shop around and spend time comparing the products in store. So with the target market, we believe that going with an engaged experience for your customers will be the most beneficial, and focusing on the relationships into your long-term strategy.
So as I said before, Hudson's Bay Company has been one of Canada's favorite retailers for 300 years. But today, our job is to identify that target demographic, to really target your advertisements towards, and ultimately engage them in experience. As Ryan pointed out previously, experience is what really drives them into the stores, and then that drives them back onto your other channels, such as your app or your website. So we believe that having a strategy that both encompasses that history of Hudson's Bay and also fits with the target demographic. She has, as Ryan previously said, she's working, she likes to engage in recreational activities. Doesn't need just a one-size-fits-all marketing campaign. The campaign needs to fit her. So that being said, we believe that the overall message of the holiday campaign should be your holiday featuring Hudson's Bay, because ultimately it's the consumer's holiday and Hudson's Bay is just a part of it.
So looking at the overall recommendation strategy that we propose for you today. So first of all, we want to talk about the build-up campaign that we're going to have leading into the ultimate holiday launch campaign. And then secondly, actually saying what the holiday launch campaign is going to look like, and really describing that to you. And then thirdly, feature private labels and house brands in these campaign stories today. And then fourth, focus on those personalization features in the websites and the app development. And then fifth, just growing as a company.
So in taking a look at the different personas that we see in your target demographic, first we have the Hudson's Bay on the globe. That's for the girl who's running in between holiday parties. She works, she might have a staff party for herself or for her significant other. And there are a lot of events to attend, and we want to make sure that the Hudson's Bay is there for her. Now, to integrate Hudson's Bay's history in with this, we recommend a visual representation through a video that's posted on your social media channels, as well as used as an advertisement across all platforms that shows her running through a downtown city, perhaps downtown Montreal, going from restaurant outside to a taxi, and really kind of showcasing that heritage and where Hudson's Bay began. The second is the Hudson's Bay girl in the snow. So this would feature mostly your outerwear lines. We understand that in Canada, for women, especially when it gets cold outside, outerwear is really the only way for you to express your fashion choices and what you want to portray and express your personality. So in this way, we would like to see a visual representation as that girl skating along the St. Lawrence River, perhaps with her friends. And we believe that this would target that girl that likes to engage in those recreational activities outside. And third is the Hudson's Bay girl under the mistletoe. And what this is going to represent is that girl who likes to take her days off on the holiday. She likes to she likes to wear casual clothes. She likes to sit by a campfire and possibly cozy up in her cabin all along Lake Superior or another one of the Great Lakes. And we believe that these three messages across your holiday campaign, when integrated together, are really going to resonate with each of the different types of women in your target demographic. So then taking a look at your own digital media strategy. So starting again with your social media campaign, as we understand that you have both Instagram and Facebook. Your target market is active on both of these, as Facebook has already shown to be the leading social networking site for women of your target demographic, ages 25 to 64, mostly 25 to 50. However, Instagram is actually growing each year. More and more people within this demographic are on Instagram, and we understand that you use this channel quite regularly. So before the campaign, we actually want you to launch a series of build-up videos. These would feature the models from each of the different videos. So your girl on the globe, your girl in the snow, and your girl under the mistletoe. And they would be in a Hudson's Bay store, kind of trying on their outfit that they're about to go out in. And they had that Hudson's Bay employee really helping her, making sure it fits right, obviously smiling, telling her she looks good. And afterwards, just fade to black with the Hudson's Bay Company logo and telling them to go to the stores and check out a new collection. So we believe that having this build-up campaign will kind of let your customer know across your social media channels that something big is coming and that big changes are happening. The next is that you want to engage with your followers on social media through different ways. So one of these may be by asking questions. What do you plan on doing on your holidays? What are you wearing to your dinner party? And really asking what they want. And you can even use this data to then target your customer better into the future. Second is through your website and app. So this would feature both that build-up video, as I previously mentioned, and the launch video leading into that final holiday launch. So we actually want you to feature a shot by feature post-launch. So what this would look like is having each of those different themes. So your Hudson's Bay Girl on the glow, in the snow, under the mistletoe, as different shot by features on your website, so that each of your customers can go and kind of take a look at which holiday themed items they're looking at purchasing or want to put on their wish list. And third is through your customer relationship management software. So we understand that you use this right now to send out email and traditional flyers, and we really think that both traditional media and digital media are a really good way to make consumers engaged and to just extend their reach a little further. So we also want to feature that build up and that launch video as well, or rather promotional material through customer relationship management. And then lastly, we want to engage through traditional media as well in print and magazine advertising.
And then looking at some of the online stuff that we want to do for your group, some search optimization we want to add to your company. With all of these new products coming in for the holidays, we really want to make sure that when women are searching for these quality products, that you're going to be up there on the search results for them. As well as anything gifts for her, so any men that are looking for gifts for a significant other are more easily able to find you and find these great gifts. As well as some paid search. So for some of your best brands that you sell the most of, having some cost per click advertising and selecting those great brands to put yourself up there, so when people are searching on Google for these brands like Calvin Klein, they're coming to you and not your competitors. As well as any winter clothing, such as any stylish clothing that we talked about earlier as well. Some banner advertisements as well. So getting that video out onto Facebook, just generic banner advertisements, other paid clothing websites, getting yourself out there. And then when people are clicking through your website, really getting the cookie data so that you can retarget the products they're viewing back to them, and so that you're keeping that top of mind awareness for your customer. You're also able to sponsor your posts onto Facebook and Instagram, and because this is such a great, because they have such great targeting tools around it, it'll be really easy to target to the women between 25 and 50 that really like the good quality brands. And also analyze any metrics from people coming through your advertisement or going through your website with analytics as well.
So then taking a look at this in-store experience. So ultimately, this is what's going to drive customers into the store and actually make that connection. As Sheridan previously mentioned, they come into the store, they try on the clothes, then they just go home and order it online from another retailer. We want to make sure that during the in-store experience, those customers are getting top quality service. So first, this goes from training employees around October, right before the holiday season starts. We understand that this is something you're already doing, but in this way you feature the customer DNA instead of the brand DNA. So just the different brands that fit each of the different customer personas and which departments are selling those brands, so making sure that you're training employees on that. Next is featuring looks and quality, as well as making that connection with the customer. So not talking up the customer loyalty program, but just talking with the customer. Maybe she is not just looking for an outfit, she tells you that she has to buy a Christmas gift for someone, and then that's when you can redirect them to other areas of the store. As you mentioned, that was one of the issues that you have, is now taking them from the women's wear department and into other areas of the store. And furthermore, just keeping on personalizing that experience and making sure that the store is planned. So one feature of having mostly web analytics and having rather advertisements targeted on the web is that you can take all that data and then by location target your store layout for which locations are engaging in which ads. So for example, the store or the locations where girls are mostly engaging with the ad about the girl in the snow, then you can have your store layout tailored to that girl rather than the other ones, and that way you're just targeting them one step further. So then taking a look at beyond the holidays, we really think that you can use this time to gain feedback during the lull of January that happens through social media and your loyalty program and extend the message beyond the winter season.
So then you're probably wondering what all this campaign is going to look like, how it's going to be done. So within the first months of June to August, we want to be able to develop those promotional materials that Morgan was talking about, all those build-up videos that we were explaining to you, and then also getting it ready for the banner ads and the traditional media, as well as just having that picture on there as well. And then also create informational materials for the employees so that they can provide that great in-store experience that you are promoting on your campaign. And then plan the uploads for the social media, when is this going to take place, and so forth. And so then by this point we want to have all of this promotional material created and all the employee training material also created at this point. A risk that comes along within this phase, however, is that promotional materials may take a little bit longer to make than we expected, but however, this is okay, as in this is a campaign that will launch in November to December, so making sure that's right and more appealing to the consumer is way better than just putting it out there.
And then from September to October, this is really your Christmas analog season. So training your employees and on the upcoming holiday promotion and analyzing the data from the previous section and what customers are searching for as well. And then releasing the teasers and then putting on your social media and watching your paid advertising. And then you want to make sure that all your staff are trained and really making sure that they're focusing on the customer and building the customer relationships. However, employee training may take a little bit longer, and it might be harder in stores with all the volume of customer service that you're doing, but because you are retail, you are going to have all these seasonal employees coming in for the holidays, so you'll have some extra hands to help out. And then further on, we want to analyze all the data that we've gathered from the build-up campaign and then launch into the full holiday campaign a week before Black Friday. So when people are going on Black Friday, you're finding all the great deals and you're seeing all these cool new products and getting interested in that as well. And then at this point, we want to have the full holiday campaign launch. But some of the promotion might not bring as many customers into the store as we hope. But because you're focusing on building those relationships, you're really going to be able to focus on the long-term relationships with the people that matter the most to you. And then just looking at a quick little budget for you here, we are going to be spending a lot on programmatic advertising, making sure people are aware of us on the website, or online, with how well we're able to target the age demographic and targeting the store locations as well for the advertisements. But however, with our recommendation, we're really hoping that this Christmas season promotion is bringing people in and focusing on building customer relationships. Because at the end of the day, a loyal customer is worth more to you than someone that just walks in off the street. You want to focus on building it to build long-term sustainable growth for your company. And with that, we will open up the floor to any questions you may have.
I'm concerned that if you're trying to target a group that is ages 25 to 50, I think that their needs and like the right messaging that we should tailor to them is so different for someone who's maybe 26, single, somebody who's maybe 37, mom, and then somebody who's like 49, maybe empty nester. Should we zoom in on like one specific group?
So one of the reasons why we actually created that three-tiered branding strategy and having those three different women is that we want to target those different women within that 25 to 50-year-old segment. Like you said, you don't market based on age, you market based on the needs of the customer. And therefore we believe that they can engage with these needs, and featuring a woman that is doing something that is engaging in the same activities as they would be is really going to resonate with them beyond just looking at an age demographic.
Do you think we get better ROI with any one of those three types of women?
One of the reasons why we did have the three is because we're so geographically diverse, and because Hudson's Bay stretches all across Canada, the needs of a woman on the coast in BC versus the needs in the central interior are going to be much, much different. So it's really going to be geographically dependent on which one they take first.
I noticed that you didn't have any money in the budget for direct marketing or mail. So email marketing, I didn't see actually direct mail. Is that something that you guys did not put into the campaign on purpose, or is that something that you guys, just didn't think that was going to have the ROI that you were looking for?
Yeah, so with the direct mail campaign, it actually comes in within the print advertisements.
Okay.
Look on the budget sheet, it's just included with that as well for anything that we're going to design.
Yeah, so you guys mentioned that you're going to kind of combat showrooming and other problems they're having with customers going online by just kind of generally training staff to treat customers better. I guess my worry is customers aren't showrooming because they don't get good customer service. They're usually showrooming because they just want a cheaper price. Do you think just kind of general training is going to actually solve that problem this year?
So not necessarily is just the general training going to spark more engagement with your consumers, but also the fact that we're posting these videos and also engaging consumers with questions about what is your favorite style of coat this winter? What is your holiday season? And then having a link that will promote back to the website and back onto the online, and then seeing all those personalization offers is going to actually make somebody want to buy more. And because you are a high quality product, you have to position yourself as that, and that's going to want people to actually want to buy your products.
I noticed that you guys didn't have any of the training budget within your $5 million. You're assuming that we're just repurposing the training budget we already have. Are you guys going to be involved in being able to put that customer DNA training in place? And if so, how is that budget being allocated in terms of that?
We had created this marketing campaign based on the assumption that the funds allocated were just for the marketing campaign, but we can definitely look into creating an in-store employee training plan with you at a further date as well.
Actually, small point of clarification. I just want to better understand the window displays. So what is the incentive for people to come in and actually engage with them so that other people I'm not sure I fully understood that.
So the window displays were more to showcase the looks that were created, so like the look collections, to have people come by, see something new, see the video advertisement playing in the window and relating to that, and coming into the store and checking out what's new and checking out all the looks to see what's new.
Can you clearly and succinctly answer those three questions that happened on the last slide?
Okay, so first of all is, what is the core value proposition? Your core value proposition for this campaign during the holiday season is for you to showcase to the target demographic of having that girl with a little extra disposable income. She's between the ages of 25 and 50. She's on the go and she's at work, and showcasing a little bit of Hudson's Bay's history that she knows and loves with an advertisement that's going to really cater to what she likes to do. The core product Hudson Bay is selling their target audience. Well, really the answer to this is that it depends on the customer, and we believe that a personalization strategy is what's going to keep Hudson's Bay moving forward into the future. And lastly, Hudson's Bay's marketing message